So the 3DS has an expansive, vast library of fantastic RPGs.
And they're not going to be around much longer. The eShop is closing March 27th, 2023.
So we're here to share with you our top 10-ish recommendations of the RPGs to get now before you can't anymore, physically or digitally.
First game on our list is Cul-de-sac Revolt.
This is a very unique strategy, tactical, card-based battle RPG. It's not really anything like any other tactical RPG I've ever played.
It kind of looks like a board game.
Exactly. But it does have co-op functions, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, we should pick up a second copy.
Agreed.
Next up is Stella Glow.
This is kind of your classic tactical turn-based RPG, where they're kind of chibi style, which the 3DS did a lot of. But there's a little bit more fan service in it.
Look at that booty. Look at those waifus.
And you can do combat systems like attacking enemy weaknesses and the like, and really classic, kind of vanilla, but still a fun game.
Up next is 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD.
This is a really unique dungeon crawler. Basically, there's less RPG elements and more just go in, customize your characters, and fight constantly. It has really cool character classes, like one of them is the Hacker. There are some card-based systems in one of the classes as well. Really, really fun dungeon crawler game. Highly recommend this one. This is one of my favorites on the 3DS. Next up is Langrisser R Reincarnation Tensei. Not to be confused with the Switch ports they released for Langrisser 1 and 2. Totally different games. These were Japan-only releases. This is unique to the 3DS and is another tactical style RPG. It has a huge fan base in Japan. If you know about the Langrisser games, you know what you're getting into.
It's kind of like Fire Emblem, isn't it?
Pretty much, except the battles are like 10v10, like grander scale, a lot more depth to them for sure. Next we have Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology.
Arguably the best RPG on the system. This has time travel, cause and effect. If you do one outcome, it may affect the outcome in the future, and you have to go back and fix it. Very cool game. This one is probably a number one for any JRPG fan.
Kind of has a lot of Chrono Trigger elements, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Chrono Trigger.
It's got to be good at that point. Next up is the Shimagamitensei series.
Wow, there are 6 games on here that are gonna be going away pretty soon.
Yeah.
Most of them on the eShop are about $40 to $20. You know, you have a lot to pick through. You have Shimagamitensei 4 and Shimagamitensei Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a direct follow-up to Shimagamitensei 4, and there are DLCs for the majority of these games that you'll need to start the game minimally and get through at least the tutorials, maybe longer. So you'll have to do a bit of research on that. So this is Devil Survivor 1 and 2. These did have releases on the DS, but these are considered the better versions. Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, and of course this recently had a sequel. Shimagamitensei A Strange Journey. Everyone says this was a strange journey.
It's appropriate. On the same vein of Shimagamitensei, obviously, is the Persona series, and they had the Persona Q series on the 3DS.
Yeah, so these are a dungeon crawling Etrian Odyssey mix with Persona.
Pick them up now. They're pretty neat, very unique to the 3DS.
Yeah.
Next we have Dragon Quest 7 and 8 for the 3DS.
Dragon Quest 7 was ported from a PS1 version of the game, but this is much better version of it. It's got more content in there, and there's actually DLC content. Some of it you can get within the first 30 hours of the game, and probably the best content of them all is only accessible once you beat the game. So if you're close, you got, 10 days to grind this out?
Yeah, so good luck getting 80 hours into the game to get that DLC in time.
Both of these games are fantastic. Dragon Quest VIII was available on the PS2. This is the upgraded version. There's more characters included on it. I absolutely love this game. It's kind of like a fairy tale that you're playing. The story is fantastic. In my opinion, has the best storyline out of all the Dragon Quest games.
Ooh, hot take.
This is one of the longest games ever, so if you buy that, you're definitely gonna get a lot of gameplay time out of it.
It's called Fragments of the Forgotten Past because by the time you get to the end, you forgot what happened at the beginning.
True.
Next up is the Etrian Odyssey series. So these go way back to the DS, and the DS versions of 1, 2, and 3 are actually getting released on the Switch soon. But this is 4, 5, Fafnir Night, Untold series. These can only be played on the 3DS currently. They're getting more and more expensive constantly. These are first-person dungeon crawlers where you actually draw the map as you go. It's very unique. And there's actually one of them specifically that is getting more uncommon than the rest, and that is Etrian Mystery Dungeon. This is the most expensive and valuable of the physical copies right now because it's currently delisted. They got rid of it on February 28th online. So if you want to play this game, you have to go buy it physically, and it's over $100 already complete. Get it now if you can find it. Yeah, it's expensive, and sure, you can probably emulate it at some point if somebody has the software out there, but physical forever. Next up is the Yokai Watch series. These are huge.
We have 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, Dog and Cat.
Yeah, so Dog, Cat, and 3 are historically some of the most expensive games on the console, and they're just climbing fast.
I really like the Yokai Watch series. It's similar to Pokemon, but it deals with demons or yokai, right? It's pretty goofy. Like, it's very lighthearted.
The dialogue's funny.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It's very, very silly, and I adore it. If you want to play these games, 3 is arguably the best of the series, but buying a physical copy is insane. So right now on the eShop, these range from $20 to $40.
And physical copies of like these are over $200 each.
In Japan, they did port the first one to Switch, but no word if we're getting it on Switch.
They also released 4 on Switch in Japan.
Right, and
nothing here.
We didn't get that at all.
So we'll see, but get these now. They're going away quick. Theater Rhythm and Theater Rhythm Curtain Call are rhythm games based on the Final Fantasy series, and it just plays all the Final Fantasy music as you're doing rhythmic motions. This game is kind of an RPG, but it's actually just in the RPG music vein, so I'm going to count it. I think it's valid.
I think this game describes us perfectly as a couple. We love music, we love RPGs.
Yes.
It's RPG music.
So Theater Rhythm and Theater Rhythm Curtain Call were released for the 3DS, and there is a new one called Final Bar Line for the Switch that is incredible. I've played the heck out of.
You beat the game.
Beat the game, yeah. I'm still going, trying to get everything unlocked. After you beat all the levels, you can just play it on random, and it just plays all the best Final Fantasy music. It's so cool. There are DLCs for both these games, and there's a lot of them. It's like $1 or $2 per song. It's over 100 of them, I believe, now. And about 30 of them or so haven't been released to Final Bar Line on Switch yet. It doesn't mean they won't, but right now they're not. And some of them are from Square Enix games like Nier Automata and Live Alive, so if you want them, and just in case, you can put them on here, but it is a different game experience too. This uses stylus gameplay, and the Switch version uses just the standard controls. So as a quick mention, we wanted to bring up the Fire Emblem series. So a lot of these games really aren't that expensive, especially like Warriors, Awakening, and Echoes, but there is kind of something unique going on here. So these two games, Birthright and Conquest, were also released in the Dual Pack. Something unique to the Dual Pack is called Fire Emblem Fates Revelation. In Conquest and Birthright, you can choose one of the sides. Revelation allows you to choose neither side and have a completely alternate story. There's only 2 ways to get Revelation. Either it was in the big box, as you can see right here, it says Fire Emblem Revelations, or you plug in one of these games and you download it as DLC for $20. That's still available as of right now. I don't know how much longer it's going to be available, but it's probably not going to be available after eShop closes on March 27th.
Yeah, you never know if there's a Drop Shadow delist.
Yeah, it could just happen, but unless you have that where it's built in and included, go download it now if you want the rest of the story. So thank you for watching. Please, if you have any other recommendations of 3DS RPGs to buy before the store closes, put it in the comments below. Share it with the community, we'd love to hear it. If you like these kind of videos, please make sure to like and subscribe, and then follow us for future videos. We don't do reviews very often and things like this, so if you want more of this, let us know. In the meantime, just don't forget that the couple that plays together stays together. Take care, everybody. We'll see y'all next time.